Hey folks, this is Skip Coriel on Home Defense Show. Today I'm going to do something that I don't normally do. I've got, my wife is in the house with 3 teenage girls. They're driving me crazy. It's just too much estrogen all in one spot. I need a break. I need something manly. So I'm going to talk about this gun right here. This is the Ruger 57. And I'm going to compare it to this one, the Keltec PR57. You notice there's a big difference in the gun. I bought this, I don't know, about 5 years ago, simply because I love the 5.7 cartridge. I love the ballistics on it. It has great penetration. It's capable of piercing armor with the right round through the right gun. Incredibly low recoil, very low recoil. I'm surprised. It has about a third less recoil than the 9mm. Why is that important to me? Well, because I'm a bit of a wuss when it comes to recoil. I'm a warm, sensitive guy. Recoil bothers me, all right? I'm not going to apologize for that. I don't care what you think about me. Recoil bothers me. The older I get, the more it bothers me. I'm 68 years old. I'm losing muscle mass, all of that stuff. So I need a gun with lower recoil, but I want to maintain the stopping power. This one, the 5.7, this cartridge is greater out to longer ranges, lower recoil, good kinetic energy. The ballistic gelatin tests that they have, it's comparable to the 9mm with no problem at all. So I feel good about it, and I'm willing to trust my life to it, okay? The magazine capacity on the Ruger 57 is, it's a 20-round magazine, so 20 plus 1. The weight on this gun, it's heavy. It is 24.5 ounces empty. So when you add this magazine and 21 rounds, you're getting a lot of weight. I carried this gun for almost a year inside the waistband, and it was a pain in the butt. I tell you, I love the gun. It shoots great, but it was a pain in the butt. And I promised myself, as soon as one of these companies comes out with a smaller version of the 5.7, I'm going to buy it. And last year, Keltec came out with a PR57, this one right here. And it's like, I didn't expect this. I didn't expect this at all. It doesn't look like other guns, right? It's rounded, the slide is rounded. About a quarter of the slide back here is made out of polymer, which I didn't expect that either. It doesn't have, you notice there's no magazine release because there's no magazine. There is not an external magazine. It's built in inside here, and you feed it through the top with stripper clips. 10 rounds stripper clips, but it holds 20 plus 1, just like this, the big one does, okay? Instead of 24.5 ounces unloaded, it's 13.86 ounces unloaded. That's a big difference to me. It really, really is. And more importantly for me, there's the weight plus also the size difference. A huge size difference. The overall length, this one is 1.5 inches shorter than this one. Plus the much lighter. The recoil is still low, probably a third less recoil than a 9mm in general. Okay, so I love this gun. I didn't know if I was gonna love it, but it was like $399. So I thought it's worth a try to me, because I'm looking for an everyday carry gun that has sufficient knockdown power, that's lighter, that's smaller, still has high capacity, it comes optic ready. There's a plate that allows you to mount any RMSC footprint optic on it. And on this one, I've got the EPS carry from Holosun, which I like as well. So it was just a win-win all the way around. You know, the takedown on this gun is incredibly easy. I've never seen a gun that takes down. It takes down, I think, easier than a Glock. You know, and I don't have to press the trigger, which is nice. All you do is you just press that trigger forward. Whoops. Press the trigger forward and slide it off. Okay. I'm not gonna edit this video, so whatever mistakes I make in reassembly, you just press it forward again and then slide it forward and it's reassembled. So I like that as well. I compared my shooting at long distance, this one to this one. With this one at 25 yards, 75 feet, when I shoot 5 rounds, I can keep 5 rounds on the torso. I've never been a great shooter. I'm an average shooter, okay? With this one, I had a 1-inch group at 25 yards. That's never happened to me before. And then that was, you know, I shot like 5-round groups, and they were varying between 1-inch groups and 6-inch groups, which for me is awesome. And I couldn't figure out, why the heck can I shoot this one more accurately than this one? This one, you know, using conventional wisdom, should shoot more accurate than this one. Because it has a longer barrel, it has a longer, you know, sight radius. I mean, just all of that. So both using optics, you know, this one should be more accurate. And maybe it is in the hands of other people, but in my hands, which is what I care about more, I shoot this one a lot more accurate, you know, maybe 3 or 4 times more accurate. And why is that? I think it's all about the trigger press for me. This one, I put on a tandem cross flat trigger, adjustable reset, adjustable take up, okay? But it has a definite wall. You come back, there's the wall right there. It's a hard wall. Then you press through it, okay? I anticipate recoil like crazy. I'm always shooting low, okay? And I've been struggling with it for 20 years. When I reduced the recoil, I struggle with it less. But when I started shooting this one, I hated the trigger. This trigger, it's double action only. You start pressing. When's it gonna go off? There's no wall. You know, it's a 4.5 pound trigger, but there's no wall on this. So my subconscious part of my brain that is used to hitting the wall and then pushing on it as soon as I, you know, break the trigger, that's not happening because I have no idea when it's going to go off, okay, because there is no wall on this trigger, okay? So I think that's why I shoot it so much better. Now, granted, it's got a much longer reset, so you have to get used to that. It's got a long take up and a long recess. It's hammer fired. If you're used to, you know, these striker fired pistols that, you know, have just a little bit of take up and a little bit of reset, you're not going to like it at first. But I really think you ought to give it a shot. Now, when you go online and search on for YouTube reviews on the Keltec PR57, here's what you're going to find. And I did this before I bought the gun because I don't have a lot of money. It was only $399, but that's still $400 that I could use for something else, right? And so I went online and I saw terrible reviews. You know, it's the jam-o-matic. It just jams all the time. It's not reliable. If you carry it, you're going to die because it'll jam on you during a gunfight. So I bought it anyways because I want to try it out. First 50 rounds I ran through this gun, jammed almost every shot. And I thought, oh man, I just wasted $400. But I had done my research ahead of time, and I found other reviews, more obscure reviews that said, yeah, there's a break-in period of about 100 to 500 rounds. And I watched some YouTube reviews where they showed me, yeah, it jammed almost every shot the first 100 rounds, but then it jammed less and less and less and less. And after 500 rounds, didn't jam at all. Okay, for me, it jammed the first 50 rounds and then less and less up to 100. And after 100 rounds, no jams at all. Okay, one explanation for that I found online was that the shipping grease that they use when they make the gun, then they store it at the factory, the shipping grease has to be burned out before it'll run right. And also, don't use oil on this gun. It wants to eat grease. Okay, so I got some Wilson grease to put on the slide and everything, and it works a lot better now. So there's no jams on it now. After 100 rounds, accuracy is incredible. It's lightweight, it's shorter, great for inside the waistband carry or appendix carry. I just love the gun. I love the gun. I don't care what anybody else thinks. It works for me, and I'm going to carry it because I love it. All right. Well, leave comments below. You can email me at skipcoryell@hotmail.com. Give me your take on it. But I love the Keltec PR57. And I think it's not for everybody, but it's definitely for me. That's just one man's opinion. Don't forget to check out our sponsors, Center Shot Indoor Gun Range at centershotgunrange.com, Trinity Training and Security at trinitytrainingandsecurity.com, shootingclasses.com to find the right trainer for your needs, and United States Concealed Carry Association. Go to usconcealedcarry.com, and they've got all kinds of good stuff there. Highly recommend them. So, hey, I love my PR57. I love this gun. I don't care what anybody else says. God bless and stay safe.